Before we finish with the basic passive components, there's one other that I would like to cover, and this is a transformer. Transformers consist of two coils of wire on a common core or former, linked by their magnetic fields. The coil with the driving signal attached to it is called the primary, and the other coil which picks up this signal is called the secondary. The core is sometimes made of thin slices of steel. It's sliced like this to avoid certain losses. These losses are caused by the magnetic field inducing currents in the core where we don't want them, rather than in the secondary. Alternatively, the core is made from powdered iron held together by a binder. This material is called ferrite. Transformers only operate with AC electricity. A transformer can step up or step down a voltage by a ratio given by the turns ratio of its secondary coil to its primary coil. For example, if the primary coil has 10 turns and is supplied by 100 volts, and the secondary coil has 1 turn, it will step down in a ratio of 10 to 1 and give 10 volts out. In terms of a formula, the turns ratio is given by the number of turns on the secondary divided by the number of turns on the primary. So Vs divided by Vp is equal to Ns over Np. In exactly the same way, a transformer can also step up the voltage, as shown in the diagram. Transformers can be very efficient and they don't dissipate power. So, if the voltage goes up, then the current must reduce to compensate in order to conserve energy. This is shown in the diagram. So transformers are often used to change voltages, for example in power supplies or in power distribution systems. One slightly more advanced thing that they can do is to change the resistance or impedance presented by a circuit. Let's take the example that we've just discussed above. In the primary, we have 100 volts and 1 amp. That's a resistance of 100 divided by 1, which is 100 ohms. On the secondary side of a transformer, we have 10 volts at 10 amps. So the resistance is 10 divided by 10, which is equal to 1 ohm. So the resistance has dropped by an amount which is equal to the turns ratio squared. This property of being able to transform impedance or resistance will turn out to be very handy later on.